Hey there YouTube, it's me Tifal Wilderness. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the second of this month's Korean toy reviews. Yes, today I've got a review of another character from the Metal Cardbot toy line. A toy line which I've been collecting the characters from, since I started. I decided to collect all the characters from the line. It's very rare that I actually decide to go whole hog and collect all the characters from the line. Well, when I say all the characters, I mean all the main characters. There is a retool, repaint of the first character that comes in at the end of the line because of the final episode. They have the big power-up battle against the big bad guy at the end of the series. But anyway, there's 12 characters in total, and today I have got the 10th character in the line to show for you, and that is Buster Gallon. Now, Buster Gallon is he's like a green bulldozer, and he is one of the crew for the one of the bad guys towards the end of the series called Black Hook, who's kind of like he's the one that turns into the pirate ship, and he has two henchmen that come around with him. That's Buffalo Crush and Buster Gallon. Buffalo Crush is he's the muscle, he's the hard man of the group, and Buster Gallon he's kind of like an inventor or a tinkerer. He likes creating lots of gadgets that help out throughout the course of their misadventures. And so with that said, let's get to cracking on with this review. Size comparisons, I've got two of the other Metal Cardbot characters to do size comparisons. That's Blue Cop and Buffalo Crush, and obviously I've got my main sort of size comparison for other Korean toys here. I'm not going to do size comparisons with all the characters in the line because that's just getting very, very tedious now, and I'm only going to limit it to like 2 characters per review from now on. So with that said, let's get cracking, shall we? So we'll start off with the box. So here's the box. There's Jun, the main protagonist, and obviously there's pictures of him on both sides, and then there's pictures of him on the back in his bulldozer mode and his metal card gimmick. I've got all the product information on the bottom. I had a bit of grief getting this character out of Gmarket. My first 2 purchases were cancelled. The first purchase, which I placed on the 1st of the month, on the 7th of the month I got a PayPal notification to say that my money had been refunded. I originally paid £44.80 for it, but only got refunded £42.65. The reason being is that I don't get back the PayPal fee that they do for the currency conversion, because whether you buy something online through PayPal overseas, PayPal charges you a small amount for the currency conversion, or they give you a slightly different currency conversion when you pay for it, and then when you refund it you get a slightly worse currency conversion back. So you always lose a little bit of money on the currency conversion. So I lost £2.15 on that purchase. So then on the 7th I ordered it again from a different seller, and on the 10th I got the notification again that I got a PayPal payment. My order had been cancelled. When I checked up on my Gmarket account, it turns out for both cases that the seller had marked it down as out of stock. And I paid £30.48 for the second figure and only got back £29.28. So between those 2 orders I lost £3.36 on those 2 orders. So I ordered it a 3rd time on the 10th, and this is the one that finally arrived, and I paid $39.62 for this final one that I got. The price of buying stuff off Korea or Gmarket in Korea has come down a bit in recent times. I noticed that the shipping fees aren't as great as they used to be. I don't know what's happened, but the Federal Express shipping fees are a lot less than what they were last year. Don't know why that is, but anyway, it is a little bit cheaper to buy figures from Korea through Gmarket and 11th Street at the moment, and I think through the eBay sellers as well. But anyway, that being said, it really upset me when my order got cancelled twice, as you can probably imagine. I got really, really upset and irate about it. But what can you do? You're buying something from a foreigner in another country, and if they don't like the look of you, then they can cancel your order and give some bullshit excuse like it's out of stock when really it's not. But that's not to say that they weren't out of stock. But needless to say, it is what it is. Stuff like this can affect my opinion of the figure when I actually get it, but actually on handling this figure, he's not actually that bad, but still, anyway, like I said, I showed you the box, so it comes with the usual sort of bits and bobs. Comes with a set of instructions on sort of like almost like recycled black and white paper. You then get the metal card with the Cardbot sigil on there, and then he's got his name on the back, Buster Gallon. You get his card weapon or metal card weapon that folds up, and this plugs onto the back of the card. Like so, it plugs on the back of the card and then unplugs, and then you fold that out and plug that onto the vehicle mode. It comes with an accessory. Now it looks like a wrench, like a Stilson's or an adjustable wrench, because he's a mechanic, but also it doubles up as a gun. Now, unfortunately, the gun has got a fixed handle there, but you fold this down because it actually plugs onto the alt mode. In alt mode, I don't know why they left that one straight on this one folded down, because it would have been better if that one folded down, because then it could have, you could have had it as a spanner that it could hold instead of like it's got this thing sticking out. But anyway, it's a gun, it's a spanner, and it's an accessory which can plug into the alt mode. So talking of alt mode, here we go. So here is Buster Gallon in his alt mode, and as you can see, he's a green, yellow, and blue bulldozer. He's got the eyes in the windscreen, like all the other Metal Cardbot figures do. So quick size comparison with some of the other figures in alt mode. So I've got here he is next to Blue Cop, as you can see, and here he is next to his cohort in the Black Hook Pirate Crew. Buffalo Crush. So there they are together, and that's all the size comparisons I'm going to show with the other characters. But got his bulldozer mode. Now he hasn't got any wheels on the bottom. He's got these little nubs which sort of hit on the ground, but it hasn't got any rolling wheels on it. It has got nicely moulded caterpillar tracks down the side, which is pretty cool. He's got the exhaust stacks. He's got the cab. Now he has some ports on the back. He's got this little thing that flips down, and there's 2 ports on the back, and the accessory can plug in the back, or the weapon, kind of like a plough or something, or sometimes bulldozers have this claw down round that hangs out the back that they can lower into the ground and then drag it along, and then it breaks the earth up behind them. So it kind of looks like one of those. Also, he's got the 2 pegs on the back, which are the mounting ports for the card weapon, and you can actually get the card weapon and sort of plug it on the back, and then you can bring the parts of the weapon out, and you could have some like some Gatling gun action going on in his sort of bulldozer mode. So that's pretty cool. That's something else you can do. It doesn't actually show you on the instructions how to do that, but it's something that you can do if you want to. But there you go. There's no articulation on the bulldozer mode. I mean, these flip around as part of the transformation. Now, in the instructions, it says when you fold this, fold the arms down to form, the hood and the dozer blade. There is these ports down the side where the dozer blade plugs into the caterpillar tracks on the side. Now you can unplug it, and it means you can raise and lower the dozer blade a little bit. But there's actually these ports on the side where the dozer blade is supposed to plug in, like so, and that holds everything together. There's a little bit of a gap here, but from most angles you don't notice that. So yeah, bulldozer mode is it. It's a nice chunky looking bulldozer. It's pretty cool. Transformation on this guy is fairly straightforward. I mean, you start off by unclipping the dozer blade from the tracks, and then straighten the arms out. Then you can split the arms and bring them round to the side. Then you can start straightening out the legs. Bring these track pieces round like so. Fold up the track ends like that, and you come around the back. You have these two panels on the back of his legs that open up. Then there's this box that folds out like so, and shut those panels down. You can split the legs, and then you've got the his toe and his heel. So you do it on this side. Got the toe, and then the heel, and then that's the legs done. Then you straighten the arms, fold up the exhaust stacks, bring the arms down, and then finally you lift up this cab window, pull that back, fold that back to expose his head. And there we are. We have Buster Gallon in his robot mode. And yeah, he's a pretty chunky boy. Not particularly big. He's quite short and squat, but he's quite bulky. Size comparison. There he is next to my usual size comparison of Combiner Wars Megatron, who's a full leader class figure, and as you can see, he's a lot smaller than a leader class. So if you just give me a moment, I'll just transform Blue Cop and Buffalo Crush into their robot modes. Right, so there he is next to Blue Cop. There's size comparison with Blue Cop in robot mode. And here he is next to his pirate buddy, Buffalo Crush. So there they are together. This guy is quite a bit bulkier than Buffalo Crush, which is unusual because Buffalo Crush he's quite a biggish bot in the toy line. But I mentioned this in his review, which not many people have watched, that this guy is severely undersized to how he should be in the show. But I think this guy is probably about the right sort of size. Articulation. He has a ball jointed head, but unfortunately his head sits in a shallow or a trough, and it has very limited motion because his head sculpt. He's wearing this like a gas mask, and he's got like a hard hat, and then he's got like a visor. They haven't painted his eyes onto the visor like he's shown on the box. He's actually shown to have visible eyes, pupils on the box, but they don't actually show up on the robot mode head for some reason. Now the head is on it's in this shallow, so it's very limited motion that you can move from side to side. A little bit of forwards and backwards, a little bit of side to side. It does, however, pop off quite easily. So it would have been nice if they'd have put a bit more clearance around the back of the neck to allow the head to move a little bit more than it does. Right, so shoulders, they go all the way around. They move out to there. He does have bicep swivels. Got a soft ratchet to 90 degrees on there. Hips go out that far. They go forwards. They go back. Has no thigh swivels. And it's got some very weird knees. It has got knees that go to 90 degrees, but if you look at the way the sculpt works, the knees are on these links that are hinged in the back, and you can see that they have this unusual joint there where they sort of hinge backwards. So he's got weird knees. Nothing on the feet. I mean, his toes move a little bit, but he's got that usual sort of angled stance to give him a neutral A stance when he's stood upright. Accessories, his gun can obviously go in either hand, no problem. You can stick it in as a wrench, but you've got that other bit sticking out. If they'd have put an extra hinge on that so that folded in, that probably would have been a little bit better. And then the only other thing to show is the card weapon. So the card weapon, it folds out. You fold that round, bring these up, you then fold them round, and then they're on this double link, and you sort of double it back like so. And then there's 2 ports on his chest, 2 pegs on the thing, and it just plugs on like that, and that gives him his powered up mode with his card weapon. He has 2 attacks that I know about in the show. He has the twin Vulcan attack, where he has these 2 Gatling guns which then fire a constant stream of bullets, and then he has his ultimate attack, which is called Master Blaster, where you have a large beam or stream comes out, out of here, and he blasts whoever he's shooting at, and he has also the Gatling guns also firing on that as well. So he has 2 main attacks. He also, in one of the episodes, he makes like mini versions of himself that he sends to Jun's house to try and get the metal bracer when he's sick, but it doesn't really work. Yeah, he's an okay figure. He's all right. He's got slightly weird legs. He hasn't got any thigh swivels, and he's got those weird sort of knee joints on his legs. His aesthetic is nice. He's got some nice colours going on, because obviously you've got this lovely teal on the dozer blade and on his legs, and then you've got the green with the yellow, and then the black, and there's some bits of white on his his forelimbs. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. And like I said, I had a lot of trouble getting it out of Gmarket. I had my order cancelled by 2 separate sellers, both sellers who I've bought from previously. So yeah, there is that. But that's it. That's my review of this figure. He's an okay figure. He's the 10th figure in the toy line. There's only 2 more figures to go. There's Black Hook and Heavy Iron that I've got to go. But yeah, I will be getting them in due course. So that's that. So hopefully you've enjoyed this review. Tomorrow, Sunday the 26th of May, is the 10th anniversary of this channel starting up. So it started on the 26th of May 2014 with my first review on this channel was the Age of Extinction Construct Bots Dinobot Grimlock was my first review on this channel. So tomorrow evening I will be doing a live stream on this channel, possibly 7 PM BST. If I can, I'll put up some sort of thing for it on the channel. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to put up a premiere announcement. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, tomorrow I'll be doing a live stream. Don't know how long it's going to run for. What I've planned to do is I've selected 10 bots to represent the 10 years I've been a collector, and I'll just pick them up and say a few words about them, similar to my end of month bot haul style. So yep, so that's what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. So hopefully you'll join me tomorrow evening for my 10th anniversary live stream. But without that said, I've been TFL Wilderness. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da!